In the heart of southern Nigeria, there were two communities separated by the majestic river Ihe. For years, the river had nourished the land, providing both food and water. It was the lifeblood of both people. But as the seasons passed, disputes over the river's ownership turned into bitter feuds. The communities, once allies, now blamed each other for every misfortune. The river, instead of being a source of unity, had become the line dividing them, steeped in anger and mistrust. Yet, amidst the hatred, a love blossomed. Biobio, the daughter of the chief of one community, was known for her beauty, grace, and sharp mind. She often wandered along the river's banks, seeking solace in its tranquil waters. Boma, the son of the opposing chief, was a brave young man, strong but thoughtful, who found peace by the river as well. One day, as Biobio dipped her toes into the cool water, Boma appeared from behind the thick palms. Their eyes met, and for a moment, the weight of their words vanished.
"Who are you?"
Biobio asked, her voice cautious but curious. Boma hesitated, unsure if revealing himself would spark more conflict. "Someone who loves this river as much as you do," he said, his eyes soft. Biobio's lips curled into a smile.
"Then we are not so different."
From that day on, they began meeting in secret. Each evening, under the cover of the swaying trees, they shared stories of their dreams, hopes, and the world beyond their villages. Their love grew, but it was fragile, like a flame flickering in the wind of their community's hatred. One evening, Biobio sat beside Boma, her head resting on his shoulder as they watched the river's reflection in the setting sun.
"We cannot keep doing this,"
Biobio whispered, fearless in her voice.
"If they find out."
"They won't," Boma interrupted gently, but Biobio shook her head.
"They will. And when they do, what will become of us?"
Her voice cracked. Boma took her hand, squeezing it tightly. "I don't care what they say. I will fight for us. I will fight for our love." But the world was not so kind. Rumors began to spread like wildfire. Boma's younger brother had followed him one evening and witnessed his secret meeting with Biobio. The news was carried back to the elders, and soon, the entire village knew of their love. The same fate befell Biobio, as her closest friend, out of fear and loyalty, revealed the truth to her father. Fury erupted on both sides. The chiefs, enraged by what they saw as betrayal, forbade the lovers from ever seeing each other again. They summoned their children, the weight of tradition heavy in the air. "Biobio, you have shamed our family. How dare you consort with the son of our enemies? You will marry one of our warriors, and you will forget this Boma." Biobio's eyes filled with tears, but she stood tall.
"Father, I cannot forget him. Boma is not our enemy. This feud has taken everything from us. Let it not take my heart as well."
Her father's face darkened. "If you defy me, I will disown you." Meanwhile, Boma faced a similar wrath. His father spat out his words like venom.
"You bring shame to our people. Do you not see that they have taken our land, our honor? How can you love one of them?"
Boma clenched his fist but spoke calmly. "Father, what good is honor if it blinds us to the truth? This hatred poisons everything, even the river itself." But neither fathers would listen. Both lovers were confined to their homes, forbidden from living without a guard. The river, once their sanctuary, now seemed a distant memory. Desperate, Biobio and Boma resolved to seek help from the ancient diviner, I, who lived deep in the sacred forest. One night, they slipped away under the cover of darkness, meeting at the edge of the forest. Together, they ventured into the dense jungle, guided only by the faint moonlight and their love. After hours of walking, they found Ice Hut, surrounded by ancient trees and the sounds of nature. The old woman, bent with age but with eyes sharp as a hawk's, greeted them without surprise.
"I know why you have come,"
she said, her voice raspy and deep.
"The river cries, and the land suffers because of the hatred of your people."
Biobio knelt before her.
"Please, Ayi, tell us what we must do." We want peace. We want to bring our people together.
Ayi regarded them silently before speaking.
The river has been tainted by the bitterness that runs through your heart. Only an act of true love and sacrifice can cleanse it.
What must we do? Boma asked, though his heart trembled at the thought. The old woman's voice dropped to a whisper.
The river must be healed by those whose love is genuine. Only true love unified by blood from both communities can heal the river. Only then will it flow freely again.
Biobil and Boma exchanged a glance. They understood what Ayi meant. Their love, as pure as it was, demanded a price, and this price, if only their parents can give their consent, will restore back the river. They left Ayi's place and planned together on their way home what to do. The next morning, as the sun began to rise, Biobil's maid rushed to Biobil's father and told him that Biobil was very sick and have not been able to stand up since morning. Biobil's father and mother were so worried because Biobil is their only daughter. They consulted their professional healers, but Biobil's ill health was becoming worse. In great panic, Biobil's father decided to visit Ayi to know the cause of his daughter's sickness and the solution. Biobil's father arrived at Ayi's hut and was surprised to meet Boma's father there too, because the same sickness had befallen Boma on the same day Biobil's sickness started. Both fathers were shocked to learn from Ayi that the cause and solution to their children's sickness lies in their hands. What are we going to do? They asked Ayi almost at the same time.
Your children's love was destined by God, and any attempt to stop it will take their life and bring disaster to both communities. You have only 7 days to do the needful if you don't want them to die.
The fathers, being consumed by hatred and grievances against each other, were very stubborn and refused to allow their children to marry. Through the constant pressure and much pleading from their wives to save their children, consented to allow peace reign between the two communities and gave their permission for Biobil and Boma to marry. Biobil and Boma were joined in marriage, which was their happiest day, and the strange sickness disappeared. A miracle happened the moment the two lovebirds consummated their love. The sky darkened, and a sudden wind swept across the lands. For a moment, there was only silence. Then, the ground trembled. The river, which had begun to dry up, surged with new life, its waters rushing and roaring. The people gasped as the once tainted river became clear and full again, flowing stronger than ever before. The people of both villages, seeing the river restored, shed tears of joy for making the right decision to allow peace reign. The feud ended, as the chiefs swore to live in peace and share the land and its blessings. The tale of Biobil and Boma was told for generations, a story of love stronger than hatred, a reminder that sometimes the greatest sacrifices are made not for ourselves, but for the future we hope to create. Moral lesson. 1. Love and unity can overcome hatred and division, bringing healing and prosperity. 2. Grudges and resistance to destiny lead to destruction, while sacrifice and forgiveness pave the way for peace. 3. Valuing the wisdom of youth and embracing what is meant to be fosters a brighter future. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell to know when a new video is posted. God bless you.